There is land in the middle of the desert where there is no river, but gold flows underground. Where the past of thousands of years and the future of science fiction coexist. And don't be so quick to believe what you hear about the land of oil. Because the truth about Saudi Arabia is more strange and mysterious than any science fiction movie you've ever seen. People often say that the Middle East is the cradle of human civilization. But perhaps Saudi Arabia is the place that holds secrets that can change both history and the future. Saudi Arabia is the 12th largest country on Earth, larger than France, Spain, and the United Kingdom combined, yet it holds one of the most perplexing geographical records in the world. It is the largest nation on the planet without a single natural river. Look at a map. The entire country is crossed not by flowing rivers, but by wadis, dry valleys carved by ancient floods, silent most of the year, only springing to life when rare storms sweep across the desert. It is a landscape devoid of eternal rivers, the freshwater veins that have often nurtured great civilizations. So how does a kingdom this vast survive? The answer lies in large-scale engineering. Saudi Arabia is turning to the ocean, converting salt water into the fresh water essential for life. Most of the nation's water comes from massive desalination plants, some of the largest and most advanced on Earth, where seawater from the Red Sea and the Arabian Gulf is transformed into drinkable freshwater at staggering cost. The rest is drawn from deep aquifers hidden far beneath the sand, remnants of ancient lakes that vanished thousands of years ago. However, long before these aquifers were tapped, this barren surface hid a huge treasure trove. Do you believe that the legendary treasure of the Bible really exists? Hidden deep within the Arabian desert lies a place called Ma'd ad-Dahab, the cradle of gold. For centuries, it was whispered about in stories and scripture. Today, geologists and archaeologists believe this may be the very mine that supplied the vast wealth of King Solomon, one of the most enigmatic rulers in biblical history. What many assumed was myth is, in fact, a fully functioning mine, one that has been yielding precious metal for thousands of years. In ancient times, it is estimated that this site produced hundreds of tons of pure gold, fueling the prosperity and power of early Arabian civilizations. Before skyscrapers and oil fields, this desert concealed a treasure so immense that it shaped alliances, kingdoms, and legends. Ma'd ad-Dahab remains one of the priceless archaeological mysteries guarding the secrets of human history and the richness of geology. But gold is not the only thing of value in this land. There is a living heritage symbol that is equally revered. If you ever board a flight in the Arabian Peninsula, don't be surprised if the passenger next to you is a falcon. In Saudi Arabia, falcons are far more than pets. They are symbols of heritage, power, and prestige, living emblems of a tradition that stretches back thousands of years. Here, elite falcons are treated with a level of respect that rivals royalty. They are issued official passports by the government, complete with identification details, allowing them to travel legally across borders. And on many airlines, including Saudia and Qatar Airways, falcons are permitted to sit inside the cabin, often occupying entire rows purchased specifically for them. Yes, in Saudi Arabia, a falcon can legitimately fly first class. It's a sight that seems almost surreal. Desert raptors perched serenely on the luxury seats in the cabin, while passengers quietly accepted it as a normal part of life in the Gulf. It's a kingdom where the familiar becomes foreign and the impossible becomes routine. And if the treatment of falcons seems strange, wait until you understand how power is exercised in this kingdom. Most countries are named after geography, empires, or ancient tribes, but Saudi Arabia is named after a family. The word Saudi comes from Al Saud, the ruling dynasty that unified the Arabian Peninsula and established the modern kingdom. Its full name, Al-Mamlaka Al-Arabiya As-Saudiyya, translates quite literally to the Arab Kingdom of the House of Saud. It is one of the very few nations on earth whose identity is not defined by geography or ethnicity, but by a single ruling lineage. Today, the House of Saud is immense, estimated at more than 15,000 members. Yet true power, influence, and unimaginable wealth lie within a much smaller inner circle of roughly 2,000 key figures. Saudi Arabia is one of the few modern nations whose national identity derives directly from its ruler. The laws here are very strict, completely separate from the rest of the peninsula. This leads to a misunderstanding when the world equates Saudi Arabia with its neighbor, Dubai. In terms of entertainment, the two countries are polar opposites. While Dubai allows alcohol to be sold in hotels, resorts, and flashy clubs, Saudi Arabia absolutely does not. Don't try to find a bar or a nightclub here, because they simply don't exist. Alcohol is completely banned in all forms, regardless of locals, foreigners, or luxury tourists. The price to pay for possession or use of alcohol here is extremely high, from severe physical punishment, permanent expulsion, to long, unforgiving prison sentences. This is a rare large country in the world that has maintained this strictness until the 21st century. For decades, the kingdom had a ban that shocked the world. It was a ban on women driving, making Saudi Arabia the only place on the planet with such a law. This limitation stems from the guardianship system, where major decisions such as travel, education, and for decades even driving, required the approval of a male guardian. A historic barrier that was only lifted in 2018. When the ban was lifted, women across Saudi Arabia finally stepped into the driver's seat, literally and symbolically. It was a moment that marked the end of one era and the beginning of another. Since then, the change has continued to ripple through society. Women can now apply for passports on their own, start businesses without needing permission, and even serve in the military. For many, it wasn't just about driving, it was about finally having the freedom to move through their own lives on their own terms. The progress has opened a door that had been closed for generations. The next destination will be a return to the roots of the country's identity, the old town of Al-Ula. Founded around the 12th century AD, this settlement grew where life had already taken root since the Bronze Age. Passing through the narrow alleys, the town unfolds into a dense labyrinth of nearly 900 houses made of mud, brick, and stone, closely packed together to form walls that once served a protective function. The buildings lean against each other, creating shady corridors where the sound of footsteps echoes softly. This town stood along the ancient incense route, a network that once carried fragrances, spices, and ideas from India and Southeast Asia toward the Mediterranean and Egypt. Today, a large-scale restoration led by the Royal Commission for Al-Ula is carefully stabilizing the fragile earthen structures, preserving their original form while giving them a new role. What was once an ancient stop for traders and pilgrims is now being transformed into a global hub for culture and art, bridging the gap between a storied past and a visionary future. Just a few miles away, towering cliffs open the entrance to Dadan, bearing witness to the historical prosperity of ancient trading empires. Dadan was here centuries earlier, rising as the capital of the Dadanite kingdom in the 9th and 8th centuries BC, and later as the seat of the Lihyanite kingdom from the 5th to the 2nd centuries BC. At its height, this was one of the most influential political forces in northwest Arabia, shaping trade, territory, and survival in the desert. The city's presence is still visible in the cliffs above the valley. High on the rock face, the lion tombs look down in silence, symbols of authority and protection. This location was intended to assert sovereignty, a symbol of power placed at the highest point to guard and oversee the entire valley. When the Nabateans later arrived and established Hegra, they inherited knowledge already embedded in the landscape, techniques of stone carving, water management, and agriculture refined by the Dadanites and Lihyanites over generations. Just below the shade of the majestic sandstone cliffs lies a stark contrast to the arid landscape of the desert, the endless green of the Al-Ula oasis. Human activity here goes back more than 200,000 years, not because the land was easy, but because it could sustain life. Underground water channels, engineered long before modern tools, still guide water quietly beneath the soil. Above them grow millions of date palms, citrus trees, and aromatic herbs, filling the air with a scent that feels unexpected in the desert. Some crops became signatures of the valley. Barney dates, known for their depth of flavor. Moringa, valued for its oil and medicinal uses. Citrus fruits that thrive in the shade created by palm canopies. Today, the Heritage Oasis Trail traces that continuity. The path runs for nearly 2 miles, linking Al Ula Old Town with Dadan. Beneath the dense foliage, the air suddenly becomes cool, the light is purified, and the rhythm of the outside world seems to slow down. Instead of the whistling wind through the rocks or the dryness of the sand, now there is only the rustling of leaves and the gentle murmur of flowing water. Life's origins lie not in the solid rock formations, but in the rich ecosystem beneath the valley, a persistent source of life that has nourished an entire region for millennia. If the oasis is the heartbeat of life, then the surrounding desert is the eternal shell that has preserved those values for millions of years. Leaving the shelter of the shade, the space suddenly opens up to an overwhelming expanse with undulating sand dunes and majestic sandstone formations. This is the soul of Al Ula, a pristine desert region where every grain of sand and every breeze carries within it the breath of time. Standing out against the golden sands is Elephant Rock, a solitary sandstone formation with an unmistakable shape resembling an elephant lowering its trunk to the ground. Towering at about 170 feet tall, it wasn't sculpted by human hands, only by erosion and gravity. At sunset, the rock absorbs the last light of day, shifting from gold to deep amber. After dark, subtle lighting transforms the area into an open-air desert lounge, where people gather quietly beneath a sky dense with stars. The desert keeps offering variations. Rainbow rock curves naturally through the sand, its arched form resembling a massive stone horseshoe frozen mid-bend. The interwoven bands of vibrant colors on the sandstone surface are the hallmarks of different geological layers, transforming the rock into a dazzling rainbow suspended in time. Under the influence of sunlight at different times of the day, this dome-like structure seems to transform with brilliant shades, like a masterpiece of color coordination by Mother Nature. The grandeur of the Al Ula Desert lies not only in the scale of its sandstone formations, but also in the way it has preserved its beauty intact through the ages. Deep within a barren, rocky valley, a colossal, shimmering cube emerges like an illusion in the desert. This is Moriah, the world's largest mirrored building, a testament to the boundless creativity of humankind. In 2020, Guinness World Records recognized Moriah as the largest mirrored building in the world. Instead of obscuring the landscape, the 9,740 mirrors surrounding the building have transformed it into a reflective museum, capturing every change of light and color on the surrounding sand dunes. Moriah was built to withstand desert extremes, sandstorms, powerful winds, and dramatic temperature swings that test both materials and design. It serves as a cultural hub for Al Ula, hosting concerts, exhibitions, and performances year-round. During the Tantora Winter Festival, the theater becomes a gathering place, attracting artists and audiences from all over the world. Moriah stands there like a real illusion in the heart of the Ashar Valley. Here, the giant mirror of the 21st century reflects not only the million-year-old sandstone cliffs, but also the aspirations of a land reaching out to the world. Just a short distance from the center of the valley lies Saudi Arabia's largest open-air library, Jabal Ikma. The carvings appear in multiple ancient scripts: Aramaic, Dadanitic, Thamudic, each line etched by hand to record prayers, rituals, laws, names, and moments of everyday life. There isn't a single story here. Instead, it's a mosaic of beliefs and memories accumulated over centuries by the diverse communities that have traversed the valley. Standing within the canyon surrounded by inscriptions rather than blocks of stone, history seems quieter, yet more direct. Jabal Ikma does not glorify power or wealth. It preserves spiritual ideals. Emerging from the narrow alleys of Al-Ula's old town, the space suddenly brightens and expands endlessly to Hegra. Saudi Arabia's first UNESCO World Heritage Site, amidst the tranquil desert landscape, this place preserves the intact traces of an ancient civilization, completely isolated from the turmoil of the modern world. Hegra houses 111 ancient tombs of the Nabatean civilization, each showcasing precise craftsmanship. Hegra remains untouched by modern urban development. The tranquility that envelops the area gives the impression that the desert itself has become a protective shield, preserving the heritage of the past. The most prominent feature of the complex is Qasr al-Farid, a masterpiece of architecture carved from a single block of sandstone. The contrast between its perfect exterior and its unfinished interior poses a significant question for posterity. Construction here has mysteriously come to a halt. This unfinished state transforms Qasr al-Farid into a hanging structure, where the missing final details leave the most striking impression. In Hegra, history remains as pristine as it was in the beginning, with the enduring presence of the desert. Leaving behind the majestic wonders of Al-Ula, the landscape undergoes a spectacular transformation upon reaching Rub al-Khali, also known as the Empty Desert. As the world's largest continuous body of sand, this vast wilderness covers more than 1/4 of the Arabian Peninsula, a territory larger than the entire country of France. While Al-Ula is formed by towering rock formations, the Empty Desert is a kingdom of pristine white sand, a sea of dunes stretching endlessly towards the horizon. Here, the dunes swell to heights of 250 meters, matching the stature of the Eiffel Tower, shrouding the land in a silence so absolute. The sand's color changes from brilliant yellow to deep burnt orange, created by feldspar and iron oxides in sunlight. These sand dunes never stand still. They move gently and gracefully due to the influence of the wind. In the height of summer, temperatures can soar beyond 55 degrees Celsius, and in the most remote reaches, the Earth has remained parched without a single drop of rain for over 10 years. Yet beneath this harsh, sun-drenched surface lies a world of mystery. Legend tells of the lost city of Ubar, the Atlantis of the sands, a prosperous civilization said to have been swallowed by the desert as a divine reckoning. But sand doesn't just bury the past of ancient times. It's also the lifeblood of the modern world. Today, the empty quarter serves as a global energy powerhouse, home to massive oil and gas reserves, most notably the Sheba oil field operated by Aramco. Far beyond the concept of a desolate wasteland, Empty Quarter exists as a majestic geological masterpiece where time seems to stand still on each smooth sand dune. Nestled deep within the Harat Kishb volcanic plateau, Waba Crater is one of Saudi Arabia's most impressive natural wonders, yet not widely known. This colossal crater is the result of a violent underground steam explosion, creating a vast basin on a scale that is sure to overwhelm any traveler. It is stretching nearly 1¼ miles across and dropping more than 800 feet straight down. At the bottom, the crater floor turns stark white. A thick crust of crystallized salt spreads across the basin, sharply contrasting with the dark volcanic rock that forms the walls above. This striking contrast makes Waba Crater appear like a slice from another planet, a beauty that is both surreal and serene. Nestled amidst a land of fire and ash lies Jabal Abyad, one of the world's rare white volcanoes. With its silvery white color contrasting sharply with the surrounding black lava sea, it appears like a vast, tranquil ink painting. This is the result of volcanic ash, rich in acidic minerals, that weathered into white stone over time. Nearby, Jabal Beta mirrors the same light tone, while frozen rivers of black lava cut through the landscape between them. If you still think Saudi Arabia is just a kingdom of heat and dust, then the Fafa Mountains will completely change that perception. Dubbed the Switzerland of Arabia, this region boasts breathtaking landscapes with lush green peaks rising from the heart of the peninsula. Peaks reach roughly 8,500 feet above sea level, high enough to cool the air year-round. Even in summer, clouds drift low across the slopes, and morning mist settles into the valleys. Many are built as round stone towers, constructed from local sandstone and set directly into the slope. Their shape resists strong winds and opens wide views across the valleys below. Steep mountainsides have been carved into thousands of terraced fields, planted with coffee and corn. They are functional systems refined over centuries, built to hold soil, slow water, and make farming possible on near vertical ground. Coffee anchors that tradition. Kaolani coffee, cultivated here for generations, is recognized by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage. This is a meticulous, handcrafted farming process where the quality of the coffee beans is shaped by the extreme altitude and centuries of persistent effort, rather than by mass-producing industrial-scale methods. In Haifa, architecture, agriculture, and geography are inseparable, each one a response to the same demanding terrain. Nestled in the deep valleys of the Al-Baha region lies Zi Ain, one of the most impressive heritage villages on the Arabian Peninsula. With a history spanning over 4 centuries, this white castle, nestled among the Sarawat Mountains, stands as a living testament to the remarkable adaptation of humankind to the rugged, mountainous terrain. The village consists of about 40 multi-story stone houses, built of dark slate and stacked tightly together. Their compact arrangement gives the settlement the appearance of a small fortress, designed to withstand conflict and the climate. Below the hill, a natural spring feeds gardens of banana trees, citrus, and herbs, creating a fertile pocket that stays green throughout the year. This constant source of water transformed Zi Ain into a self-sustaining settlement, an oasis suspended between stone and sky in a region better known for dryness. As the Al-Hada mountain winds its way through the clouds, a refreshing corner of Saudi Arabia unfolds before your eyes. Taif, also known as the summer capital. It is a place blessed by nature with a wonderfully mild climate right in the heart of the scorching Arabian Peninsula. Each spring, usually in March and April, hillsides around the city turn pink as hundreds of rose farms bloom at once. The Taif rose, known locally as Ward Taifi, boasts 30 densely packed petals and a uniquely intense fragrance. Harvested at dawn and distilled on the same day, it produces a highly concentrated and rare rose oil, sought after by luxury perfume houses like Chanel and Dior. The scent of the rose lingers in the air, not only for its aesthetic appeal, but also as a blend of industry and tradition. The landscape surrounding the city is equally spectacular. At Al-Hada, a structure that stretches across the mountain ranges, is the longest cable car system in the Middle East, connecting the plateau to the valley below, highlighting the breathtaking altitude that gives Taif its distinctive climate. Here, the boundary between the scorching heat of the plains and the pristine coolness of the highlands is completely blurred, transforming this city into a vibrant, enchanting living heritage that quietly exudes its fragrance amidst the majestic Sarawat sky. Amidst towering skyscrapers against the desert skyline, Riyadh retains the soul of its past within an ambitious architectural landscape. From a small desert settlement, the capital of Saudi Arabia has risen to become a proud global metropolis. Standing tall like a lighthouse of the new era, Kingdom Center Tower is the city's most recognizable symbol. Its shape is a slender tower, combined with a massive inverted parabolic void at the top, covered by a large open space, leading people to liken it to a bottle opener. Perched atop the 99th floor, the Sky Bridge offers a perfect mirror reflecting the kingdom's development. Riyadh emerges below as a vibrant contrast, where brightly lit arteries pierce the desert night, connecting modern economic centers with tranquil street corners. This embodies the spirit of Riyadh, a capital rising powerfully, yet always finding its footing in the glorious history that shaped its stature. Just outside the modern capital of Riyadh, the story turns back to the past. Diriyah, specifically the At-Turayf district, was the first capital of the Saudi Arabian state in the 18th century, built entirely of mud brick in the distinctive Najdi style. At the heart of the site stands Salwa Palace, the largest and most significant structure in At-Turayf. Spanning roughly 108,000 square feet, it once served as the residence of early Saudi rulers and the administrative center of the state. Today, the palace functions as an open-air museum, where subtle lighting and interactive technology guide visitors through political decisions, daily life, and moments that shape the nation. During Diriyah season, the area hosts international sporting events, concerts, and exhibitions, including Formula E races. It is a rare resonance between past and present, where ancient values are preserved yet closely intertwined with contemporary life. History is not presented as a distant or static memory, but becomes a dynamic entity, directly integrated into life and shaping the unique identity of the kingdom in the new era. In the middle of Riyadh's modern streets, Mazmak Fortress stands firm and unyielding, built from clay and mud brick. Its thick walls feel deliberately out of place among glass towers and traffic. In 1902, King Abdulaziz led a daring raid to retake Riyadh, an event that marked the beginning of the modern Saudi state. The physical trace of that night remains. A broken spearhead is still embedded in the wooden gate, left exactly where it struck, turning the entrance itself into a historical record. Inside, rooms once used for defense and storage now display photographs, weapons, and documents that trace the early struggles and alliances that led to unification. The edge of the world. Leaving behind the historical pages of Mazmak Fortress, we are now confronted with Jebel Firain, the edge of the world. This dramatic break in the land is part of the Tuwaik Escarpment, a massive geological formation that stretches for more than 500 miles across central Saudi Arabia. From above, it looks like a clean cut through the plateau. What makes the scene even more breathtaking is its history. About 180 million years ago, during the Jurassic period, this place lay beneath a shallow sea. Fossilized coral can still be found in the rocks near the edge of the cliffs, evidence of the planet's great transformation, where once surging waves now only echo with the whistling of wind through ancient rock layers. To the west of the kingdom lies a vibrant coastal city called Jeddah, a cultural entity shaped by thousands of years of long-distance trade. This is most clearly demonstrated in Al-Balad, Jeddah's old city, the historical heart of the city and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Founded in the 7th century, Al-Balad was once a maritime gateway for pilgrims arriving by sea on their way to Mecca. For centuries, languages, goods, and customs passed through these streets. Before making their way inland, multi-story homes built from coral stone rise tightly along narrow lanes. Wooden balconies, known as rawashin, project outward in intricate patterns designed to catch sea breezes while shielding the interior from heat and public view. Standing out among the architectural complex is the Nasif Palace, once the center of hospitality and high-profile political gatherings in the presence of the founding king, Abdulaziz. From a private residence of nobility, it has transformed into a vital heritage center. Behind its thick coral stone walls lies a treasure trove of national memory, where photographs and historical documents continue to recount the arduous yet glorious journey of the unification of the kingdom. Reefs. Just offshore, the Red Sea here boasts some of the world's most intact coral reefs, formed by ocean currents. Compared to the crowded locations further north, this area remains calmer, clearer, and surprisingly vibrant. Descending below the surface, color change. Coral walls stretch outward in layered patterns. Schools of fish move with the current. Encounters with sharks and rays feel unforced. In Jeddah, the sea is a place to explore, tranquil, complex, and still largely unspoiled. Heading east from Jeddah, the roads lead straight to the heart of the kingdom, Mecca. Mecca holds a singular place in the Islamic world. It is the spiritual center of the faith, the birthplace of the Prophet Muhammad, and the direction toward which Muslims everywhere turn in prayer, the Qibla. At its core stands Masjid al-Haram, the largest mosque in the world. The scale is immediate and overwhelming, designed to receive millions of worshippers during Hajj and Umrah. Marble floors, expansive courtyards, layered walkways, and a vast cooling system work together to manage movement and heat, allowing ritual to continue without interruption. At the center of the mosque rests the Kaaba. Simple in form but profound in meaning, the Kaaba is a cuboid structure rising about 50 feet, its sides draped in the black silk kiswa embroidered with verses from the Quran in gold and silver thread. The covering is replaced each year during Hajj, a renewal that mirrors the cycle of pilgrimage itself. Islamic tradition holds that the Kaaba was first built by the Prophet Ibrahim, known in the West as Abraham, and his son Ismail. Embedded in the eastern corner is Hajar al-Aswad, black stone, a relic revered by tradition and history. As pilgrims circle the Kaaba during tawaf, many reach out towards it, some attempting to touch or kiss the stone as a sign of reverence, a custom dating back to the early days of Islam. Surrounding the Kaaba is the Mataf, the white marble courtyard where worshippers move together in 7 continuous circles, counterclockwise, forming a living current around a fixed point. At this sacred heart, all boundaries of language and ethnicity vanish, leaving an eternal flow of spiritual connection, where every step on the white marble continues to write the epic of an undying faith that has lasted for millennia. Facing the King Abdulaziz Gate of Masjid al-Haram, the royal clock tower of Mecca stands there with an overwhelming majesty, asserting its unique position under the sky of the Holy City. At just over 1,970 feet tall, it stands as the 4th tallest building in the world as of 2024, and the tallest structure ever built with an independent clock tower at its crown. During prayer time, the tower transforms into a dazzling lighthouse. A system of 2 million LEDs and the green hues on the clock face create a language of light that pierces the night sky at a distance of 19 miles, turning time into a shared heartbeat for the entire city. At the summit, a towering spire supports a monumental golden crescent weighing close to 77,000 pounds. Inside that crescent is one of the most unusual spaces ever constructed, a living area and prayer room located higher above ground than any other occupied space built by human hands. The Royal Clock Tower stands as a bridge between modern technology and age-old tradition. This structure fulfills the mission of a guardian of time and direction for millions of believers. Amidst the myriad sacred rituals of the Hajj pilgrimage, there exists a site that serves as the absolute focal point, defining the full meaning and soul of this great spiritual journey. The Prophet Muhammad's teaching, Hajj is Arafat, signifies absolute devotion. Without being present at this sacred moment, all other efforts on the journey become meaningless. At Arafat, presence is the ultimate proof of devotion and a crucial element for a pilgrimage to be considered complete. At the heart of the site is Jabal al-Rahmah, the Mount of Mercy. This rocky hill marks the location where the Prophet Muhammad delivered his farewell sermon, his final public address to the Muslim community. A simple white stone pillar now stands at the summit, drawing pilgrims who gather quietly to pray and seek forgiveness. On the 9th day of Dhu al-Hijjah, the final month of the Islamic calendar, millions of pilgrims arrive from Mina to perform the ritual known as wukuf. From midday until sunset, they remain at Arafat, standing, sitting, or resting, engaged in prayer, recitation of the Quran, and personal reflection. In this sacred space, the presence of each individual within the community fully expresses their reverence. Pilgrims trust that sincere prayer at Arafat brings forgiveness, renewal, and a return free of past burdens. At Arafat, every path, ritual, and hardship leads to this moment of stillness, where millions stand equal before God, unbound by anything. Today's final leg of the journey will conclude in the second holiest city in Islam, Medina. This is where the Prophet Muhammad migrated during the Hijrah, leaving Mecca and laying the foundation for the first Islamic community. From that moment, Medina became a city shaped by faith, order, and a lasting tradition of hospitality and calm. At its center stands Al-Masjid an-Nabawi, the Prophet's mosque. The space is expansive yet composed, designed to receive worshippers without overwhelming them. Above the complex rises the Green Dome, instantly recognizable and deeply revered. Beneath it lies the resting place of the Prophet Muhammad, alongside the first two caliphs, Abu Bakr and Umar. Within the mosque is Rawda ash-Sharifa, a narrow area between the Prophet's tomb and the pulpit. Marked by green carpet rather than the red found elsewhere, it is believed to be a garden from paradise. Access is limited and carefully managed, yet every worshipper hopes to pray here, even briefly, drawn by the belief that supplications made in this space carry special acceptance. Outside the prayer hall, in the mosque's courtyard, hundreds of enormous mechanical umbrellas rise and fold in sequence, opening during the day to provide shade and closing at night. Their movement regulates light and temperature, allowing a large number of worshippers to gather comfortably, while also adding a rhythmic visual order to the open space. Not far away stands Quba Mosque, the first mosque built in Islamic history. It is believed that praying here carries a reward equal to performing a minor pilgrimage, or Umrah. Many visitors walk the route intentionally, following the Prophet's own practice. Saudi Arabia is no longer a secluded oasis, but has become a magnificent symphony between a glorious past and a brilliant future. From the ancient stone structures of Al-Ula to the majestic skyscrapers of Riyadh, the kingdom offers an emotionally charged journey through time.